So let's go one more time. Yeah. On deck. It's gonna be Austin Crow. Austin Crow, you're gonna be on deck. Come on the stage right now. One of our favorites from parts unknown. This crazy motherfucker. Give it up for Trampus Danger. Woo!
How you guys doing, Lab Zone?
Oh, look at that. That's funny.
How you guys doing? So let's put your hands together for our bartender.
Yeah.
Let's keep that going for our beautiful waitress. And let's put it together for Jay Bird. Jay Bird's got himself that awesome Idaho law education. Must be doing really well for him. He still got do you think he could afford a new sweater?
Nope.
Harry J. Riley here is here tonight. Harry, the winner of the Quincy Belt, 27 times the winner of the Quincy Belt. Let me tell you, he's got a story. And he told me this story a while back. He was out in the woods and he ate this girl's pussy. You gotta eat that shit good because if you do that, you can do whatever you want afterwards. Like you play video games, you go hang out with your friends or whatever. And he started banging this chick and he snapped, and then because he ate her so good, she didn't care. And he was like, oh my Lord, there's an osprey. And he snapped a picture of this osprey. So the day after he told that joke, me and my friend, we were riding our motorcycles down the road. And we look up and we pointed at this fucking osprey that was down there. We were on the other side of Coeur d'Alene. And we both started laughing to ourselves as we pointed. We got off our bikes. We were like, why'd you point at that bird? Because it was a fucking osprey. Harry J. Riley told me. So because of Harry J. Riley, every time I see an osprey, I'm just going to think of him balls deep, all up in some broad, watching the birds. Because right. Tyler. Look, man. Eating ass is a fucking art. And one of these days, you just gotta grow up, man. You just gotta man up and do it. Ladies love it. You know, you can't go in there and just like go in there exploring, you know, looking for diamonds any old way. You gotta make sure they shower. You can't get them back from the club or whatever. That's when you gotta pull a slide maneuver like, hey, let's get in the shower and clean up. So you can't, otherwise you're gonna wind up tasting the forbidden chocolate, buddy. And that's a no-go. We don't do that. But let me tell you, man, the ladies, they love it. They love it when you eat it from the back and lick that ass. So that is something you gotta do. Speaking of ladies, it's my lovely wife's birthday today. And she, of course it's a birthday. What does a man do? You know, you gotta make your lady happy, you know what I'm saying? So, one thing, she's kind of funny and she's not like other women. I told her I was gonna take her out for dinner today, and she said, where? I said, her favorite restaurant. And then she sat there really hard thinking because she doesn't know what her favorite restaurant is. She's like, what's that? It's a restaurant you haven't been to before. Because her favorite place is to go to a new restaurant. She doesn't have a single restaurant. So if I just take her somewhere new, she's going to be happy. So we went to the Paul Bunyan in Coeur d'Alene instead of the one here in town. No, we went to a nice little restaurant. She's kind of funny. She loves Walmart. Yeah. So Walmart's not white trash. It's low class, if anything. Because I'm not white trash. I'm low class, if anything. She loves Walmart. And one year for her birthday, she was like, what are you going to do for my birthday? I said, I'm going to take you to your favorite place in the world. And then I said, your favorite place in the world. She's like, where's that? The headquarters of Walmart. And she's like, I am not going to Bentonville, Arkansas. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't even know. So I looked it up, and sure enough, it's Bentonville, Arkansas. So she goes to a Walmart in a new town every time we go. So when we go on trips across country, she's gonna be in Walmart, guaranteed. And one time we went driving by this Walmart, and she was like, ooh, look how small that Walmart is. I don't think they have a restaurant. We go inside, and later we go to check in a hotel room. Later on, she was just like, all of a sudden, she's like, oh shoot, we don't have any toothpaste. And I was like, what are you talking about? I saw you put it in your bag. Looks like I gotta go to Walmart. And then she's like gone before I can even stop her. And then later on, she comes back and she's like, that Walmart was weird. It didn't even have a pharmacy. So the first time I met my wife, we met online and through one of those apps, those crazy kids. We wound up meeting at a place and we had some drinks and we had some food. Then we wound up going to another bar. This woman, and I used to drink at the time, so I'm just like pounding beers like a madman, talking to this new lady I met, my beautiful wife. And as we were talking, this crackhead, meth head lady, like, she was probably like in her 20s, but she looked like she was 70, with like one tooth. She comes walking in, she's dancing, boogieing down, and she's like, you guys are so beautiful. You guys are gonna be together forever. And then so I'm like, okay, lady, whatever. You know, and she walks away, and I'm like kind of looking at my wife. You know, it's the first time we met, so we're kind of in that little awkward phase, and I'm like, hey, we're talking, and we're like, man, she was really weird. And my wife watched me drink 16 fucking beers that night. And she says, this is the man I want to fucking marry. So it looks like the meth head fortune teller was right. Kids are funny. My youngest boy, we took him to a 4th of July camp out, and we were like, it was really cool, man, because he like, somebody said that he could start the fire and use a chainsaw to cut these logs. So he was like, well, let's go cut the logs. So we go look for this chainsaw. Luckily, I had a friend who was there who could operate said chainsaw, because last time I did, I think I was like 19, which was like 20 years ago. And we got this chainsaw up and running, and we got the fire built. Well, he's sitting there for like 45 minutes to an hour poking it with the stick, and he's like, this stick is so awesome. It's like the greatest stick in the world. He's just poking it. He's like, this is cool. I really like it. My other friend went and lit up fireworks, and he just looked at the stick and was like, fuck this stick. Threw it off and went and watched the kids play fireworks. So I'm going to leave you with this last joke. I was driving through Sandpoint with my wife, and on the marquee of one of the restaurants had a sign that said, cream pies, $5.99. And I was like, oh. Driving by, my wife says to me, she's like, you know, they're getting ripped off. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? She's like, I get them for free at home. I'm Travis Danger. Thank you. I got a YouTube channel. Just look up, search Travis Danger.
Gross. Give it up for Travis, everybody. That disgusting motherfucker.